and welcome to Die Rolling. I'm the ever-excitable Adam.
And I'm Shos.
Well, there we are. So what are we doing tonight, Shos?
We are playing Dig Your Way Out.
Dig Your Way Out by Borderline Editions. They were very kind to send us a review copy of this, and here I have it in my hands. So what are you trying to do in this game, Shos?
You're trying to dig your way out.
Hence the title, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that really stands out from the very offset for this is the artwork for this game. Is just really
It is
great,
really cool, yeah.
right?
Yeah, it looks good.
And what's nice as well is normally you have like the people who made the game, their names on the front of the box, and what they've done is you probably can't see it on the camera, but they've actually put the names in tattoos on this lovely guy's body, which is pretty cool.
But part of me, now I'm looking at him, I think he's going to dig his way out with his own teeth, right?
It's not, oh god, it's grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this should play in around 45 minutes. It's for 16 plus, and you can play 2 to 6. There's a couple of different modes in here, which we're not going to go into tonight, but there's a team mode, which clearly we can't do because there's not more than 2 of us. And
lockdown.
And lockdown, of course. And there's also one where you have an AI character who is basically just messing up your plans. But I think we're probably going to mess each other's plans up enough without having any AI in there. So, yeah, we'll get this table and let you know in about 30 minutes, maybe, to 45 minutes, what we thought. So, we have set up a game of
Dig Your Way Out.
Dig Your Way Out. This is the second attempt at filming this we're doing because last time we did this, yeah, the camera wasn't working. So hopefully we'll make it through this time.
Fingers crossed.
So
I mean, it might not even be recording. We'd never know.
Yep.
You're good.
We were very careful knocking the table because it will bounce everything around. But Shos, do you want to talk us through this, or do you want me to do it?
You do it.
Yeah, you've been asleep since we played this, haven't you?
I have been.
Okay, so the general idea of this game...
I know that we're trying to dig our way out. And that's as far as it goes.
Nice. Well, you were halfway there. So the general idea is we are playing these prisoners here. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to dig our way out of prison. Now, we do this by getting 12 kind of tunnel points.
Do you want me to take over here?
I think at this point I'm struggling, right? So basically, we're going to be getting these shovels, we're going to be getting the pickaxes, we're going to get spoons, and we're going to be taking them over to this area, and then we're going to be placing these next to our characters. And the first person who has 12 points in total next to their character has dug their way out. The other person is going off to a federal max prison. So I don't.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's
man.
what happens. So
I didn't realise that. I don't know if it's worth it anymore.
I know, right? But one of us is going to get out of this. So at the top of the board, we have a bunch of gangs we can join in here. It's worth noting, because when we played this last time, we weren't we weren't quite sure. But if you have a look on here, you'll notice there's 3 different accessories. To join that gang, you need those accessories there. And the triad and the other gang, the quiz over here, 3 of any item, and you can join this kind of gang here. Yeah, last time we were like,
3 of any item?
Yeah, it's 3 for those guys, because I think they're a bit more powerful, whereas these guys just need 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, last time we played this, we played with the cards like this, so we were like, how do we know how we get in there? What accessories we need?
I have to look at the rule book. Oh my god.
The rule book and everything. Okay, so we're going to be taking, rolling a dice to move around this board into the various different locations. We're going to be doing different actions at those locations. So for instance, we can move to any of these locations, and if they have a number with cards next to it, means you can search in these places, which means you're drawing these cards here. You can, if you go into this canteen here, you can steal a spoon. If you go into this area here, you can buy and sell items from your hand and buy these items here. You can also craft anywhere on the board if you've got the various kind of items in your card. The only places you can't craft are the...
50% of the places.
Okay,
I feel like
so
every time you say it, you can craft anywhere on the board.
You can craft unless you're in somewhere which has got one of these little craft minus symbols. So showers you can't do.
3 out of the 6 areas.
So 3 out of 6. So you can craft from half of the places on the board. The other half you can't. If you need to get healed, you can go to the infirmary over here. But generally we're going to be moving around, drawing cards, and hopefully digging our way out. Now this is a competitive game, so Shos and I will be against each other, dashing out, dealing out beatings as and when we feel like
Wow.
They need to happen. The currency in this game is represented by some really cool cigarettes, which you can notice just up here, which is pretty cool. And we also have a background, which is secret. Only Shosun and I know what our own individual ones are. And they tell you on the card when to play these cards. Okay, that's a lot of waffling from me. And we're both just checking out these standees now. So also, it's worth noting when we're going to be showing everyone stuff, show it that way.
Yep.
So I can flip it around. Did you just see my card?
No, I didn't.
You read it all?
Wow.
Okay, cool. So, the person who gets to start is the person with the most impressive scar. Shows, do you think you have a more impressive scar, or do I?
I mean, I don't think either of us have especially impressive scars, but I suppose out of them, you can think that yours is more impressive.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Definitely.
I'll let you have it.
I did get it in a knife fight, so. Okay, so we get to do 2 actions. Unless we do a cautious move, which is our entire turn, and we get to choose somewhere to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plan a visit. So straight away I've realised I need some space here. So I get to draw 3 search cards and gain 3 cigarette tokens.
Wow.
Oh, what a great
Good start for you, isn't it?
Okay. And let's have a look. What do I need to join those guys? I don't have anything in here. Okay, so I'm going to roll the dice and see what I'm going to move. So, we don't accept anything that comes out of there, so I'm going to go to 6. So, I'm going to go to the showers.
Interesting.
Okay.
Right, I am going to roll. So I got a 1.
So if you roll, you have to go to the place where you
I know.
I was letting them know.
And
The
then
people.
I'm going to search. So I get 2 cards because I'm in this place with the 2.
Yeah.
And that's me, isn't it?
That is you. Your hand limit in this game is 10.
Oh yeah.
So if you do get up to 10 cards, you discard. So I'm going to start off by searching in here. Man alive. So I have another visit.
Man!
So I get to draw another 3 cards.
How many are you up to now then? How many cards?
I'm now at 10.
Oh.
And I also get 3 cigarettes. Okay. Your turn, Madame Juan.
Yeah. I'm going to. What do I do? Okay, I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play body search.
Randomly pick, then discard 2 cards from the hand of a player of your choice. Which player do you want to do?
Wow.
Okay.
Can't pick from my own, can I? That one and that one.
Ugh.
So, got rid of 2 things that Adam may have been planning to use to join a gang.
I was planning on joining a gang,
Well.
but I can't do that. Can't do that now.
Well, you can't do it right now.
So that's the end of your go, right? Because you search and then you played that action card.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I can't do what I was going to do. So I'm just going to roll to see where I can move to. And it's number 2, which is fine because that's where I want to go. I'm going to sell some stuff. So I'm going to sell some cocaine and some glamour magazines.
So I'm starting to feel like you've rigged the deck because I'm sure you got all of those last time, along with 2 visit cards. I don't know, I feel like I need to shuffle the deck here.
What? Feel free. Go ahead.
No. Are you going to put them away?
Yes.
And the guards will be after you otherwise.
Again.
Righto. I'm going to... It's a 2.
you want to go back to the cell block, or you come and visit me?
I'll come and visit you. So and then I'm going to make a little shiv for myself because I've got
Yep, so you got some salad. Is that toilet roll or salad tape?
it's duct tape
Duct tape and
and a pair of scissors.
So you get 2 of those cards.
Hmm?
You get 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby.
So I've just witnessed you come into the yard, exchange some stuff to
Make
well,
a shiv.
create the shiv right in front of me. So in that case, I'm going to send you the solitary confinement. This basically means that on Chase's next turn, she only has 1 action that she can do. And I'm going to buy 1 item. I'm going to buy the shovel. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay,
Your turn.
my turn. Right, so I'm going to play transfer, which means I exchange our standees. So I shall pop to the yard. Is that my 1 action
Yes,
still?
1 action still.
Okay. However, you only have 1 action.
I
now,
also
so.
have 1 action, but do you know what? It's fine by me. 3. Your turn.
I'm going to search for 2. And then I'm going to join the gang.
What? Who are you joining?
I think I've had a chain. So I'm joining the crew. Yeah, I'm joining the crew.
Joining the crew.
Yeah.
And what's their special ability?
So, collect. At the end of your turn, if you don't have any cigarette tokens, gain 2. Otherwise, gain 1.
Okay, that's
And I
not
don't
too
have
bad.
any cigarette tokens, so...
Perfect.
Yes, that was my 2 actions.
So you get 2 cigarettes.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay, well I'm going to start off by digging my way out, which is quite handy, and then I'm going to join the cartel because I'm worried. So,
you should be.
the cartel, the King's Choice. When you win a combat, look at the defeated player's hands and choose what card to take.
Oh. Okay, my turn. Okay, so I'm going to search for 2. And then I'm going to sell. I can sell as many cards as I want.
As
right?
many cards as you like, yeah.
So I am going to get rid of a bandana and 2 razor blades, or no, what do you call them? Hook knife things. What do you call them?
Switchblades?
Switchblades.
I
Thank
thought it's a
you.
razor, isn't it? It's
Is
a shaving
it?
razor. Wow.
I don't know.
There's your 6.
Well, thank you.
That's the end of your go, so you get. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
1. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Lovely. I am going to buy myself a shovel with my 8 cigarettes. With 8 of my cigarettes even. And then I am going to move 5.
So the showers or the infirmary?
LA.
Okay, cool. Right, so
Sorry, I need to get a cigarette, please.
I'm going to move to the, I've got the recreational area key, so I get to move here. And then I'm going to buy myself 1, 2, 3, 4, a shovel.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, so I am going to start digging my way
No,
out.
you're not, because you need to be in the cell to do that.
Oh. There was a second place, was there?
So last time we played this, we played on the other side of the board, which had 2 different cell blocks.
Oh, you're joking.
No, so there's only 1 cell block. When you're
Oh,
playing
come
this,
on.
we played on the team side.
Bad times. Right, well then in that case, little change of plan. I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
I'm going to do 3. And then I am going to move myself somewhere. 6.
So you can come to the yard, that's the only option. Okay, end of your turn?
Yes. Super, please.
Okay, cool. So I've got the cell block key. So I get to move over here. I didn't read this properly last time. I should have taken 2 cigarette tokens. Do you mind if I do that?
I'll allow you.
She'll allow it. It's on record. And then I've moved here. I get to draw a search card because I've moved there. And then my second action, I'm going to dig my way out. So I'm now halfway there.
Right. Seeing as I'm in the yard, I'm going to craft myself a little spade with my bucket and my shoelace.
Oh, nice. Another shovel.
Yeah, and then what am I going to do? Then I'm going to draw 2.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. I'm going to 1, so I get to go to cafeteria. I'm going to grab 2 cards.
Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
Then I'm going to use keys. So I'm going to move to the place of my choice on the board.
Yeah.
Wait, did I get a cigarette
You
last
didn't
time?
get a cigarette last time.
So I'm going to move there. And then I'm going to start digging. So here's my shovel.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I guess in that case, you're being sent off to solitary confinement. And then I'm going to draw 2 cards.
I feel like I should be able to attack you when you try and
Yeah?
me to solitary. Yeah. Oh. Anyway. So that's you.
That's me.
And I'm going to get 6.
I'll take these.
No, I'm just trying to search for it.
Okay. One. Oof. Okay. Guess I'll search. Okay, your turn. 4.
Okie dokie. I'm.
To the yard or?
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to the yard and then I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to exchange my cigarettes for a pickaxe thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, you've got a great ability there with that crew getting cigarettes.
I know, right?
Decent income every round.
Though in fairness, I think you kind of put me onto it because last time that we played this, you won purely by buying stuff up, really, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Yep. Oh, so you have to go to the canteen.
And then I'm gonna search for 2.
Okay, have you got more than 10 cards in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh, just... Okay, cool. Well, I'm fed up of being in the cartel, if I'm honest, so I'm going to join the bikers.
Oh, can you just do that?
Yep.
Stop and do it.
Yep.
Nice.
So, and the bikers, which I've got lucky number. When you make a simple move of a result of a 5 or a 6, stuff happens. 5, I draw a knife. 6, I get to choose anywhere on the board. So, that was my first action. My second action, I got a 3, which means I have to go back to the cells.
Okay, for my first action, I'm going to craft. So I've got screwdriver and shoelaces. So I'm gonna get myself a pickaxe.
Man, you're doing well, aren't you?
And then for my second action, not that I'm ever gonna get to actually dig anywhere. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Gonna search for 2.
There's your cigarette.
Well, thank you.
So we got a 2. Finally, get to go over here. So I'm going to get rid of, I'm going to sell this. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your turn, Shakes.
Ah, finally! Okay, so I'm gonna move to my little cell block.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna dig.
There we go, halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
How many times can you dig in a row?
Only once per turn.
Well, that's annoying. Can I have a cigarette, please?
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to buy a shovel.
What? You looking at your special ability?
Yeah.
Think it's gonna save you? Oh god.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, you're going to do this. So, during your
gonna-
turn, so these aren't actions, this is just part of it. Get out of here. They always said you have a sharp tongue. Anyway, your threats always manage to make people move. So, this top bit is if I wasn't part of a gang. Move each standee except yours to the place of your choice, but not to solitary confinement. So, we're going to move you into there. And then, because I'm part of the bikers, I get to also move also your own standing to the place of your choice. So that's done. I'm in there for my second action. I'm going to start digging my way out again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go in that one, so I'm not digging your hole. Your turn.
Right, so I am going to roll and hope for something. Oh crap. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to sell some stuff. I'm going to sell these. So, what do you call it?
Right.
Glamour magazine.
Glamour magazine, yes.
And a pair of scissors.
There's your 5, and that's the
thank
one
you.
for the end of your turn.
Okay. Man, I'm frustrated here.
What are you frustrated about?
I thought you're come on.
Your turn. You could always try and fight me.
Good now. Oh, how good would that be?
Okay. What did you get?
6.
To the showers you go. Did you want to buy something before you
I
left?
did.
Okay, we'll allow it.
Will you?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna buy myself another shovel, please. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, thank you.
And then you have to move over to the showers, which is very old. And it's the end of your go, so there's a cigarette.
Thank you, Sean.
Okay, so I'm going to start by searching here. And then my second action, I'm going to sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
2.
I'm digging, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Okay. Now it all rests on this dice roll. I need to get a 1, 2, or a 3, or a 6. So, because I'm a biker, 6 I can move to the place of my choice. I'm going to move to my cell. And then I forgot to do what I was going to do. Which is I meant to buy something before I moved. Am I allowed to do that because I allowed you to do it? I mean, it's on film that I allowed you to do it, so
yeah,
you're a pretty bad loser if.
I mean, it just shows that you're a bigger person than I am, but I don't know if I might be okay with that.
Okay.
I feel like it's a comeuppance for your cockiness, but no, it's okay. I'll let you do it.
I did get cocky. That's the thing.
Oh! You have to wait now.
It's your turn.
Oh. Okay. I am going to... Firstly, I'm going to dig.
Okay. You need one more. If you had a spoon, next round you could be digging your way to freedom.
I know, but that's next round.
Yeah.
So, what do I need to do?
Do you like me to say anything, or do you want me to leave you to
So,
it?
tell me again about if I wanted to attack you.
Attack me in a prison?
Attack you? I know, right?
All you basically do is you, so begin with your extort. So you say, right, I know you have a particular card, and you play down your weapon card, and you say, right, give me that card, or I'm going to beat you up. And then I get the choice either to go, sure, here's your card, or if I don't have the card or don't want to give it to you, we then go into combat. And both of us keep playing in turn a combat card until someone can't play one, and then the person who can't play one loses. So you've got to think, do I have combat cards in my hand? And if I do, have you got more combat cards than I have?
I don't even know how many cards you have.
Would you like me to show you how many cards I have?
Hold up your deck for me.
Okay.
No, obviously.
So I have 3 cards in my hand.
Okay, I'm going to take those odds.
Oh, okay. She likes those odds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to put your weapon card down in the yard. Show me what you got. All weapon cards in this game are all identical, so it doesn't really matter. So you're going to raise the blade up to me.
Yeah.
And what are you trying to extort?
I think you've got a shovel.
Ah, I do have a shovel, but I'm not going to give it to you.
Well.
However, I don't have any combat cards.
Do
so
you not?
No, I don't.
Interesting.
So I have to give you, so I get beaten up. And you get a shovel.
Do I actually? Oh,
Yep.
nice. Okay. I'm alright with that. Right. Obviously.
So because I've been beaten up, it means I cannot craft anything. So if I had something like a craft, I can't do it. I'm just going to have to search and hope I get an attack card that can try to beat you up.
Okay.
But I think you've already got at least one other dig card in your hand. So I'm going to search. No good. To man nor beast. And I move to 4 into the yard, which is where the guards are going to find me.
Bloodied.
So, shows.
So.
Oh wait, you didn't? Did you get your cigarette at the end of last time?
Cigarette.
There you go.
Oh,
You'll be smoking them freedom.
I know. All right. Because...
Light one for me.
No. 6, 9, 10, 11. So I just
need the one.
So I'm not even going to use the shovel that I took from you. I'm going to use my little pickaxe, and I've dug my way out.
That's it. She's dug her way out. That's the combination you needed.
And you're right to not fight me because I had another 2 weapon cards.
Oof.
I had obviously your shovel, and I was ready to ride it as well.
What's the right can't do shows?
So the riot cards, you see, I didn't play this because I thought this could go very badly for me. So you take all of our cards, shuffle them, and then shuffle them, like deal them out.
And if there's an odd number, you get more than the other person. But it's a way to
lose your tools quite quickly, right?
Okay, so that was dig your way out. Let's get this packed away and discuss our thoughts. So, well done, Shows, for digging your way out
Well, thank
of
you.
a prison.
You did make it difficult.
Well, yeah, but not difficult enough, clearly.
Clearly.
I had some nice action cards I played straight off the bat.
But I had more weapons, so...
Yeah, you were more tooled up, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, so what we've got a couple of components here. I brought some from the game just here. Obviously, the box is still on my lap from earlier. So let's talk about components first, because I think that the components really speak a lot for this game. So firstly, we've got the actual artwork itself. And,
have a look at them on the back. I'd never noticed her before.
And all of these, hopefully you can see us. All of these guys are both male and female. Like, you've got, basically different
It's like
sexes.
multiple characters.
Yeah. The only thing I could see a problem there is if one of you wanted to play this guy and somebody else wanted to play that lady, and you obviously can't do it at the same time. But I guess these boards are pretty interchangeable. They don't really have any special abilities, so you could just use characters and not bother with boards, to be fair. Really, right?
I guess you could,
Yeah. The boards themselves, they've got information on as well, haven't they, Shaz?
Yeah, but in fairness, we didn't really look that much at the information. I'm sure it's all very useful, but yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, I think it's handy having that on there for people who've not played the game before. We played a couple of times now,
Yeah.
and I feel like we don't even. All the symbols are on the board, aren't
Yeah,
they? So
but also we didn't really need them in the first, like when we played it for the first time. But then I guess it's because I have you like explaining it all to me, so always handy. If you can't get yourself an Atom, there's some information on the board.
Some play rates there.
Yeah.
Okay, and one of the best things in this game is take a couple of show everybody.
I'm dropping them.
Is a cigarette.
Cigarettes,
This is basically your currency within the prison. Which is great, right? It's really thematic.
No, it is really
They
good.
look nice. They're dropping all over the floor.
Yeah, we'll be finding them for weeks.
And you've also have character standees as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of games these days.
I also. Oh, where's my character?
I only brought mine.
It's not good.
Do you want to show your
Yeah,
character?
I do want to
I'm
show.
sorry.
Where is it?
I'll go get. You
Okay,
stay
thank
there.
you. I was winning character as well. Never mind. So what I liked is that they're all they're very very different proportions depending on the character. Because mine is like a little old lady who's obviously been through some stuff, and then there's like
Some
this big like
Russian,
Pokemon.
like,
Yeah. So yeah.
So the components are really good. The standees are nice. Obviously, a lot of games these days have miniatures, but I feel like sometimes the artwork is lost in that, and the artwork in this game is a great selling point.
Really
I think
good,
so.
yeah.
I'm really glad they stuck with miniatures for this. Because you don't need them in every game.
Also, can I just mention about the board, because that had quite a lot of detail and a lot of good bits in it.
Yeah, and it's also double-sided, which is something I only realised today because we've not looked at the team mode. But when we played this previously, there were 2 prison blocks on there, so we weren't really interacting as much as maybe we could have done. But yeah, if you're playing just a regular competitive game on this, you have got one side which only has the one prison cell. But yeah, it made it a lot more interesting being in the same.
It did.
I mean, if we'd been in separate ones, then I would have won that. Maybe won.
No,
yes, you took the shovel off me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have had opportunities earlier on in the game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have even had that shovel by then. By the time I was done. Yeah.
So component-wise,
yeah, it's really good. Yeah, top marks really.
Top marks.
Top marks. No, it is really good. It's really, like you say, thematic, and it has some really nice features on it.
Okay, so let's talk about gameplay then.
Gameplay.
So,
yes.
what do you think to the gameplay?
So,
Is controversial as you
no,
like?
no, I really like this game. It is a very good game. However, I would say I preferred it more when we were playing on the wrong side of the board, because I felt like there were more options in terms of like getting to the cell. I find myself a lot more frustrated this time because I felt like I just didn't have the dice rolls.
Yeah.
Like I felt like every time I rolled a dice for, you can see the footage, that I just wasn't able to get myself back to the
prison cell, yeah.
And I was finding that really frustrating, but I guess that's like there's always a risk of that when you're playing a game, and I mean it didn't really hold me back that much in the end because I still won. So
well, I think it's a very good point though, because I could see you getting frustrated with that, and I know if I was in a position where whenever you play a dice game, obviously it's very luck based. It's whatever you roll, and games should have something to mitigate that some way, some kind of strategy.
And in fairness, it did. Like it had some of the cards that you could draw from. You could move where your standee went to, or you could swap with another standee.
I think something else was the depending on which kind of
Gang
crew
you're
you're
in,
with, like which gang. So interestingly, my gang, I went with the bikers. That particular card, because there's about 4 or 5 cards in the deck of each of these crews, and sorry, excuse saying crews, because yours is called a crew. These gangs, and they all have different abilities depending on which card you get. And the one I had made me able to teleport around the board, which is really handy. Whereas your one had that really great ability to just keep giving you like cigarettes every turn. So that I think there is a way to mitigate some of that luck-based kind of movement and stuff depending on the gangs and those cards, like you say. But I think it's still a very valid kind of point.
I think overall it's quite a well balanced game, but just this time, bearing in mind that we've played this twice now. Last time I enjoyed it a lot more because the dice rolls are kind of going my way a bit more.
The dice gods are over in your favour.
Exactly.
So this is more of a first impression video rather than review, because we've only played this a couple of times. But yeah, both times I found this quite a refreshing game to play. It's really easy to teach, which is one of the best things. Like,
it was really easy to learn as well, which was one of the best things for me.
Yeah, like I didn't have to take too long to tell you what to do,
exactly.
and Shows doesn't really play that many like modern board games. Full stop, really.
No one I have a choice, but
so it's quite nice to see that like you found it quite easy to pick up and stuff. And I didn't find it too hard to explain it or pick up the rules myself. The rule book wasn't a million pages long. It's only about 8 pages, I think, in that, and it was very clear, and the iconography is everywhere. So you look at the board and you know what you're doing, which is really good, rather than having like a double-sided player aid or like you do get in some games. So that was really handy. So give me 2 things you really like about it and 2 things you didn't like about it.
So one of the things was the artwork, I guess, was like pretty obvious. No, the artwork is great. And all the components, like I said. And then you do one positive.
Give you a minute. Okay, I'm clearly jumping on the back of there. So the artwork is and the components themselves, I think the best selling point here. The price point for this game, I think, is around £40 to £45. Check that, but I think it's around that price, and I think for what you get in there, that's well worth your money. The second thing I'd say, which is a real positive, is the replayability. So like I said, there's a couple of different modes in there that would keep you going for a while, I reckon, and it's definitely one that you could. The theme is obviously a bit too old for some younger players, but it's definitely a game you could play probably with your family or with some adult friends. It's definitely a game you could also, when we get back to having hour-long lunch breaks with fellow people in offices or whatever, this is definitely something I would bring into my own work and get that done. Playing a team-based mode I imagine would be quite fun as well. And
also, because of the length of time, you'd still have a little bit of your lunch break left.
Well, you haven't seen what I play with.
Yeah.
So another positive for you?
Another positive, just I think how straightforward and relatively easy it was, because I think there was lots of really nice options, but at the same time it wasn't like overly complicated. You knew what your options were as soon as you went into it, and like as well, because it's all on the board, it's so easy. You don't have to like try and figure out what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I agree with you on that. So let's think about negatives then.
I mean, dice rolls, but that was just my dice rolls, right? I'm not
just trying to
sure.
think of
I know. I'm just trying to think.
What was a negative for this?
I suppose the fact that there were maybe around the gangs, and the fact that depending on which card was on top, your ability would have changed quite a lot. Special ability. Also, my backstory, I didn't feel like it was especially useful, and the last time we played, I think I did use it last time, but I didn't feel like it really, like it was a really like special ability. Like it didn't really feel like it gave me that much, or that I was just kind of holding on to it in case I really needed it.
Yeah, so these are the one-time use game cards you have. You can
Yeah.
just put it in there and it something happens. But yeah, I agree on that. Like, I think maybe something you could do if you were playing this yourselves is house rule that you draw 2 cards maybe and choose which one to keep at the beginning of the game,
Yeah,
or maybe draw 3 or something. But yeah, I understand what you mean there, because it is very situation specific, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I think my background, my backstory was, you can add another, like a third action onto your go, but at the same time, does that, like, it didn't, I guess it just didn't really suit me. And then the like next one up, if you're in the right crew, was that you get a 4th action. Which,
well, that
that
would have really helped me, because if
well,
I'd
yeah.
got 3, I could have dug out.
Yeah, but
I'm struggling. I agree with you on the next. I'm struggling to think of anything else which I think is.
I think overall it's
negative
a really good game.
So let's talk about recommending this. This is our first impressions. So would you recommend people to play, buy, or avoid?
So I think we spoke about this previously, and I think I would definitely recommend it to play, but I would choose who I want
recommend
to
to
play.
buy it to?
Yeah, because I think some people, not that it's like especially problematic or anything, but like I think people might not like that kind of theme. So I think it's more based around the theme, and like some people might not like it.
Yeah, it does.
But overall, I definitely recommend it to play.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, this is definitely a play. If you see this in a board game cafe somewhere, crack it out. It's going to be great fun for your afternoon of gaming. And I have at least 3 games, as you can see behind me, and I always try to find games which I don't have here. So I have some which have similar themes, but they do different things better, if that makes sense. Kind of like the old Spider-Man movies. But for this, like, I've got like a Prison Break game here, but and I played some other Prison Break games, not Vengeance.
Yeah.
Because that was a Tarantino. But yeah, and this, I've got to say, this is the best Escape from Prison board game I played. So if you're looking for a game which is about prison break and it's not too taxing on the old brain cells, then this is definitely one to pick up. It's really good. If you are looking for one that is a bit more taxing on brain cells, then Escape from Colditz is a good shout as well. And I think there's also an Escape from Alcatraz game in the works somewhere, so keep an ear out for that. One thing though, before we kind of wrap this up, there is a trigger warning that I have to kind of point out, because I kind of feel like I have to talk about this, not avoid it. So we have one of the gangs in this. It's called the Queers. Now, when I first opened this, and if you watch my unboxing video, you'll kind of just notice I hesitate when I get these cards out, because I hadn't seen anything in any of the other material that said there was a gang here called the Queers, and I was like, that is quite an offensive term. However, I've consulted, I consulted yourself, and I consulted my brother who's gay, and I asked him his opinion on that, because I do know that like LGBTQ community, they're getting that word back into a more positive kind of light as opposed to it being derogatory. So I asked him what he thought and kind of get the official stamp that it's okay to play this game. And he was like, I find this quite funny. So if you do have a problem with this, put a comment below. I will give you my brother's details and you can talk to him about it. As far as I'm concerned, apart from this, and if this is something that does trigger you, but the rest of the game looks really interesting, this is something you can remove from the game. You can take this gang out, but I don't feel like you need to. No. It's quite thematic for the name might be a little, I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so I just wanted to kind of put that out there, rather address it rather than avoid it.
Gloss over it.
Feel free to just totally flame up the comments below here. But yeah, that's the end of our little first impressions video. Thank you for joining me, Shos.
Well, I have no choice really, do I?
You are locked.
Can't play with anyone else.
Yeah, you are locked in here with me,
yeah,
so there
exactly.
is that. Yeah, she doesn't know what the key is. So basically, that's it. Go away.
Bye.
So if you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe to our various social media platforms. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, and of course, YouTube. And please leave us a comment below to tell us how amazing I am and how many rules we got wrong. But yeah, please leave comments. We always enjoy talking to you guys. And until next time, I guess, is just stay safe and keep rolling.